I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your time. I would like to give you the final few moments for a closing statement.
Well, first of all, again, I want to thank SIGA for affording me this opportunity. You know, the problem about Muslim world is that, you know, we are still evolving. We are coming out of colonialism. We haven't found our feet. Our education system lags behind. We don't have a great many scholars who can direct us. We have a split. We have the westernized elites in the Muslim world who moved quite far away from the religion and don't understand much about it. And then we have a lot of conservatives who do not understand the Western thought. So, you know, the best minds right now, I find, who are sort of doing a lot of good work, are scholars who are living in the Western countries. I find that they are coming up with some of the best ideas. They understand the Western thought, and then they can compare, you know, our life, our way of thinking, our history, our culture, the Islamic principles. And some of them, I must say, some of the best work is being done in the Western countries. All Muslim scholars who've gone to the West have done research, and they've come up with some great original work. What I tried to do in my last, in my time in last 2 years in my when I was in government, I formed a Rahmatul Lil Alameen authority. It was an authority which Rahmatul Lil Alameen, you know, the mercy for mankind, the title given to our Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. And the idea was that in our schools we would teach children the life of the Prophet, because the Quran tells us to learn from the life of the Prophet. And why does the Quran tell us to learn from the life of the Prophet? Because he was the most successful man in human history. No human has achieved what he has done. So our children read books on Bill Gates or you know, all the sort of giants who've done well in business. But they need to understand the man who was the most successful person in human history. They need to learn from his life. And that's why the Almighty tells us to learn from his life, to his sunnah. And I tried to teach our children about, you know, the course in the curriculum we put in the life of the Prophet. And then in the universities, we wanted our scholars to do debate on the life of the Prophet. But above all, I wanted our university students to debate that what did our Prophet Muhammad do that brought in this revolution, that changed human beings. Muslims were hemmed in between two superpowers, and yet between 625 and 636 AD, what were 313 army in the Battle of Badr, and 636 the Roman Empire collapses in front of them at Yarmouk, and then the Persian Empire. So what happened in this short period which created these incredible human beings? There were, in that short space of time, there were never so many leaders. And yet in the Muslim world, we've not done enough research on them. What did because it was not something physical. It was a revolution of the minds. The Prophet changed the mindset of the people. He made them realize their potential in life. The same human beings got converted and became these great men. But and this is a fact of history, that between 625 to 636, in 11 years, from nothing, from a few 100 people, you know, who migrated, or maybe 1,000 people who migrated to Medina from Makkah, and yet from there they became the greatest civilization of mankind. But not enough work is being done to tell us all the things. How did the Prophet change the minds? It was a mindset that changed. The human beings sort of from as the great Rumi says, why do you crawl on the floor like ants when the Almighty has given you wings? So the people of Medina, the Muslims, had wings. they became these great men. And unfortunately, our young generation does not know that phenomena. And that's what I feel that our media and our scholarship and universities should concentrate on. They should find out how these human beings changed. And it's, as I said, it's a fact of history what happened. And had it been, say, had a prophet been in the European countries or Western countries, there would have been so many films on him, documentaries on his life of how he changed, how this phenomena of from nothing these Arabs rose and the Muslims became the greatest power for hundreds and hundreds of years, and the greatest scientists and so on. And I think we need to, when you say what happens next for the Muslims, I think this is the most important thing that needs to be done. Our scholars need to work on what happened in these years in Medina. How did our Holy Prophet change these human beings? That needs to be worked on.